everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am Laura, and thank you for joining me on week 5 of me starting over and over and over again. This has been a very hard thing for me to get back into intermittent fasting this time around. And I don't know, like I said last week, what my problem is. I don't know if it's my age. I don't know if my head's not really completely straight. I don't know what's going on with me. But this week was no different than last week. Actually, after I did the update last week, I went on a binge fest. It was the week leading up to Halloween, and we had food in the office every day. Halloween day itself, we all dressed up and had our costumes on, and there was a smear of food. Laura ate and ate and ate. Had a good time. We all had fun dressing up and hanging out and enjoying each other's company at work, but the food never stopped. Then on Saturday, I went and enjoyed my grandson's last football game. They played a tough game, but they lost. It was very close, but they did end up losing. They did not get to go to the finals or whatever the next thing is. They lost one too many games, but I had a good time with them. Went and had Gringo's, which is one of my favorite Mexican restaurants, and enjoyed some good old Mexican food after the game, and then ended up going over to a coworker's house that night, and we did some karaoke-ing. Yeah, I'll put that in the back too if y'all want to hear some really bad singing. Anyhow, ate and drank some more there, had a good time. I always have fun when we go over to Steve's house. He's got this big, like 30 by 50 barn, and he's got this whole karaoke system set up out there. And a lot of us will go over with his family and friends and just hang out and sing poorly and have a really good time. And this was the first time that both of my kids came, and we enjoyed having them there and goofing off and dancing around and having some fun. So Sunday morning comes and I step on the scale. And oh my goodness, I literally teared up, guys. Literally teared up when I saw that scale. I know last week when I was with you guys, I was like up a few pounds. I was 206 point something or another, maybe 8. And Sunday morning, I was just doing a pre-check because I was gonna weigh in on Monday, and I saw 213.4. Yeah. At that moment, I knew I was done. I've been playing and playing and playing for the last few weeks, but at that moment, with tears welling up in my eyes, I knew I was done. So I fasted all day Sunday and all day Monday. I did not do a weigh-in on Monday. I waited till Tuesday, and I did a 60-hour fast. And after that fast, I finally weighed in, and I was 208.6. Now, I didn't want to come on Monday and say, hey, I'm whatever I was at that time. I didn't even look. I was disgusted with myself. I had beat myself up enough during that 60-hour fast to know that the line was finally drawn. It finally really was drawn. Enough has been enough. I'm done. So my plan is to do rolling 60s for the next week or so until I go out of town I have a wedding in Dallas at the end of the month, and get the scale moving back in the right direction. I am sick of seeing those 2s. I finally think I've got fed up with being fed up. So I'm saying all this because I know there's several of you out there like me who's struggling, who's trying to get on track, basically do well for a few hours, maybe even a day, and keep falling off the wagon. But this last few days, I've been listening, and not that I'm saying I like the guy, because I don't like the way he talks on his videos, but I've been listening to a lot of Cole Robbins. He's the snake guy. He's harsh, he's crude, he's vulgar, his language is horrible, but he gets results. And every time one of his videos comes on, the first thing he says is, hey, fatty. And everything in me just cringes. But that is me. I've got so much excess energy, instead of calling it fat, It's energy. It's stored food. I've got so much excess food on my body right now. I could go a whole year without eating. I know I could. And his big components, his older videos, are of fasting for weight loss. And one lady that I've been watching did Rolling 72s, and she lost a ton of weight in just like 3 to 4 months. Now, I don't think I can be that rigid, honestly, but I'm going to try really hard for a few weeks to get the Rolling 60s going so I can detox, get back to the fasting mentality, because even though the first 60 was really tough, I'm not gonna lie, I'm already on the second one, which I'll talk more about next week, and it hasn't been that bad. And I know this is how it goes with anything, even just regular fasting. If you're doing an 18-6 or a 24, it's tough the first week you started. But after the first week, maybe the second, you fall into a routine and it gets better. The problem is I won't give myself a full week or two. Well, I am now. I'm done. I am seriously done with playing with the scale, playing with my health. My blood pressure has been sky high, especially this week. I've had the headaches go along with it. I've had all the inflammation and the bloating that comes along with eating all those carbs and bad foods and processed foods. Every bit of it has been me. I'm so puffy in the face. I get sick of looking at my face in the mirror because I'm like, I know this is all inflammation. I know this is from all the weight gain, all the poor choices I've made. Now, with that being said, I've told y'all for a while, I'm transparent and upfront with you as much as I can be without giving too much of my personal life up. But, you know, I had gotten back on those stupid dating sites trying to meet someone, and that has played a lot into this too, because I'm going out, eating out almost every night, had been up until this point. And even though I met a couple of nice gentlemen, none of them are the fit for me. These apps it just seems like there's no decent people out there anymore. They may be nice, but our morals don't line up. Or, you know, I'll say non-smoker. Oh, well, I smoke cigars. Is that okay? No, I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. So no, it's not. And it's a deal breaker for me. So that has been going on for a lot of the last month and a half. Also, I've been going out, I've been eating out, I've been having drinks. All that stuff plays into my health and my weight loss. So with all that being said, I took myself off all the online sites. Well, I was only on one really, but I took myself off. I'm done with that. I am so done with that. I'm going to focus on me hard and heavy for at least through the end of the school year. I want to see how much weight I can pull off and how much muscle I can build, because my Montana race in June, I don't want to be out there struggling to do 4 hours. I just don't. I want to be able to run the whole thing and bust that race out and be done with it, you know? So to do that, I've got to get serious and I've got to get focused. And I think that 213, 214 that I hit on the scale, it just, I'm telling you, my eyes welled up. They did. I was just like ready to bust out crying. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So for you guys who are struggling, I see the comments. I'm sorry. I just have not really had time to reach out to each one of you. I'm reading them. I am, guys. I want to respond to every one of them. And with working 50 odd hours a week, I just put in 54 this week. When I punched out, I'm like, okay. They're long hours. I'm tired. I come home and I'm trying to do better on the sleep. That's something else I want to talk about. My sleep has been insane. Horrible. I'm barely getting 5.5, maybe 6 hours. If I'm lucky, 6.5 a night. So I've told myself starting this week, I'm going to make myself go get in that bed at 7:30 every night that I'm home and not having a, you know, kids volleyball game or something like that, which isn't often. That's winding down too. I am going to make myself go to bed at 7:30 and hopefully be asleep by 8 or 8:30. I've got to get better sleep. Our bodies literally rejuvenate themselves while we sleep. We heal while we sleep. Cells heal. Things just, they regenerate themselves, basically. Bottom line, I need more sleep. I need my body to lose the inflammation and get rest that it needs, proper rest, and not these little piddly 5 and 6 hours that I've been getting. My sleep is bad. So I'm working on that too this week. That's the start. It's slow and easy, one thing at a time, but that is my focus. Getting in bed, getting better sleep, not going out anymore, and focusing on me. So there's where I'm at. Another weight gain. Not proud of it at all. I've even added it up to see how bad it is. I just know it's bad. But I do know that the rolling fasts work if you can stick to them. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. It's a jump start for me. I've got to get my mindset back in my head ready. I've been piddling, I've been playing, and no more. If I keep doing this, June will be here and I will be 250 pounds again. And I'm not doing that. I'm stopping. So, sorry, this is a little bit of a negative tone video, but I'm mad at myself. I'm angry that I have allowed myself to slip back into this mode, get back to where I am. I never wanted to see the twos again. I remember when I hit 199 and I was so excited. I did cartwheels in my backyard, for heaven's sake. You know? So, we're going to do better. I'm going to do better. And next week when I weigh in with you guys, that scale's coming down. It's not going up anymore. I'm done. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope y'all are doing better than me, because I'm telling you, this week had been a little rough after I seen what I did to myself. You know, it's my own fault, like I say every time, but it is part of the journey. And sometimes part of the journey is figuring out where you need to be. I don't know if any of y'all know now my kids laugh at me all the time because I'm not up to date on anything in music that is to date. So when I hear a new song, to me, it's probably 3 or 4, maybe 10, 15 years old. Some of them have been. But I heard a song on the radio the other day by Miley Cyrus called The Climb. And I literally had to stop and download it to my phone because it hit home. It hit home this week. It talks about, if you've never heard it, basically the journey to get where you're going, that part of the journey. And that's what I'm in. I'm in the climb. I want to get to that June weight, that June race, the health version, the healthier lifestyle, all that. So I'm back climbing that hill again. And I'm at the bottom right now. I may even be further down. I may have rolled down the bottom and be at the dirt road that's looking up to the hill at this point. But I'm fixing to start that climb. And I know there's some of you out there that are right along with me. And the ones of you who are killing it, I'm proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you. I have just had a really, really hard time getting myself back into mode again. I just have. I don't know. I can't even make excuses. I know I've had a rough year. I know I've got a new job. I know all these things. But I get up every morning and I'm the one who puts food in my mouth. And not good food, you know? I'm the one drinking the Dr. Peppers or the alcohol. I'm the one sabotaging myself. And for what? So, like I said, I'm at the bottom of the hill and I'm fixing to start that climb. I'm fixing to start that journey again of heading up to the top and making it. So, I'm so glad y'all are here with me. I'm so glad of you guys that stick with me every week through the good and the bad and the ugly. And these last 4 weeks have been ugly. They haven't been really any good. Honestly, it's just been ugly. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And just know that I'm putting in more effort into it. I really am. And I hope that you guys stick with me through this journey for the next 4 or 5 months and see that I'm going to stick to my word this time. The climb has started. It really has. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna throw in some really horrible clips if YouTube don't restrict me and I have to bleep them out. That's what happened on a video a couple weeks ago. I had some music on the back and it did not like what I was playing with my coworker's band, so I had to cut some of it out. So we'll see what happens, but if it don't, it'll be some really bad singing and just show you some of the stuff I did this week. All right, guys, hope y'all have a great one. I will talk to y'all soon. See you later. Bye.